Hey guys, I'm going to make another video on one book, and I will show you another book that I am partly reading and have been reading since January 1st. If my voice is a bit low, I can't speak much louder than this because I have a sore throat. So I'll start with the book that I just finished reading, which was Two Shades by Lee Torch, and I'm usually on Goodreads, but I couldn't detect it on Goodreads, and I think that's mainly because I think it might be an Australian novel. But yeah. So this is set in New York, and it follows the lives of two Shanes. There's Shane, the surfer from Melbourne, and then there's Shane, an actor from Sydney. It basically follows the lives of these two men who have come from Australia to each follow, I guess, their passions, and everything starts going wrong because the other characters surrounding them get these two confused, and a lot of things happen to them that were very similar, so they're easily to be confused. I give this 4.5 stars because I did like the read. It was fairly easy to read. It was pretty light, even though in some places it was intense, but not like crime. Like, it wasn't so intense that I had to stop reading. I mean, I had to stop reading because I was tired, but it wasn't bad, if that makes sense. But I did like this book. There was a few things I didn't like about it because some of the parts during the ending were a little bit predictable. Mainly throughout the novel, I didn't pick up on anything that predictable, but during the ending it was a bit. It did deter away a little bit from it being a 5-star, as well as one of the characters in this book called Avalon. Apart from her name being the same as my cat's, which has really nothing to do with it, but that still gets me. She was such an annoying character. I just felt like punching her in the face, literally. Like, every time I heard about her, I felt like I didn't want to read the book, and it's not because she was written badly, it's just because of her character, and I know people like her, and it just infuriated me sometimes to the point where I just was like, oh god, I have to stop reading. She's just so annoying, and I felt sorry for one of the Shanes. Also, I really didn't really feel sorry for the surfer guy. I don't know if that's because I don't like surfers or if it's just, I don't think it's anything to do with his choice of passion. It's just, I felt a lot more connected to the other Shane, which is spelled Cheyne, and the other one's Shane, which is why they get confused a lot as well. So I felt a lot more connected to him than I did with the other Shane. Besides that, I didn't really get in touch with any other characters like on a personal level. They were all pretty good, and in some places pretty flat. So yeah, that's probably what didn't get it a 5-star. But I would go check it out. You probably have to get it offline, or it might be in some bookshops. But I do really recommend you guys read this. What I did love about it is that it crosses the two cultures of Australia and America very well. And each of us has our own ideas of what the country is about and what the culture's like. And it just really hit hit hard, I guess, or hit the nail on the head, so to speak, I guess, about the fact that Americans sometimes think that we ride to school on kangaroos and things like that. Like, I know it's not that bad now because we're combining a bit more, but it used to be, like, even, like, this book is written in, I think it's 2001 when I was 11. And even back then it was worse back then, but I think it's coming around now. But it's some of these things that some Americans say, like that we all, you know, are live in the bush and are scrubbers, and it's just not the case anymore. That we're becoming so much more, I guess, like other countries. Like Melbourne's not like bush, is it really? Neither is Sydney, and neither is the place I live in right now. It's not like I have kangaroos jumping in the back of my yard and koalas climbing my tree, and we don't hug them either because you die if you hug a koala because they're dangerous. As well as koalas. But yeah, that's just something I really loved about this book. It was just, you know, and we're all the same too. We say things about American people that American people probably think that are like, what the hell are they saying about us? But that's just because of cultural differences, and I think that really we shouldn't judge people on where they come from or anything like that. So yeah, that's Two Shanes. I'll stop reading, rambling about that now. And the other book that I want to mention, I don't know if it's Australian. It was shortlisted for the Orange Broadband Prize for Fiction in 2008. I think it might be an Australian book as well. It might not be, I don't know. But check it out. It's called Lullubies for Little Criminals by Heather O'Neill. I'm that far into it, and yes, it looks like shit because on New Year's Eve I put it in my bag, and went walking in, and it poured down rain, and I had jelly beans in my bag, and they leaked, and my bag was drenched, and so was the book. So, and I was so close to throwing the book out, but I managed to not do that because I love the colour and I love the story, and even though I'm so paranoid about my books being perfect, which is probably why I haven't got through it, because I hate seeing this. Like, it just disappoints me, I guess, the books, you know. But I guess books are meant to be read, so that's the important thing. But anyway, this is a really good story. It's about a 12-year-old girl who's lost her mother when she was born, and she's living with her drugged up father, and she goes through foster homes, and it's a really good story. Like, to see it through her eyes, it's not one of those books where it's like all dark. It has its funny moments and sad moments and happy moments and just, you know, like what the hell moments, but it's really good and I really suggest you read it. Yeah, it's called Lullubies for Little Criminals by Heather O'Neill. So check it out if you can. I think that a lot of people whose reviews I have been watching and following on blogs and everything would really like this. I think that it might be their thing. I'm not entirely sure, but if you're looking for a good read, I would read this book. And yeah, and that's, I think it's her there. She's, yeah. And at the back it also has, which I haven't read, but it's like a bit about her childhood and about how she was inspired to write this book and everything like that. So I would check that out. The book I'm reading right now is Blue-Eyed Boy, and I'm about 73 pages into that, and I am loving it. I have to stop reading it though because, which is wrong, some of the parts make me want to write stuff, so I stop to write and I go back online and talk to people about it, and then yeah, it's one of those books that I know it's going to take a little bit to get through because I like it so much. So I'm sorry if this video has been a bit nasally, but that can't be helped. The next review I should be doing should be on Blue-Eyed Boy, and I might start the Ugly series soon, or I might even start reading another series or another book that I have. So I haven't decided yet. I'm mainly focusing on one book right now as I'm a bit sick. So yeah. So if you want to know anything else about these two books, let me know. If you want to know anything else about Blue-Eyed Boy, I could give you some information if you like. But other than that, yeah, I'm probably just gonna go read. Bye.